Hello dear learners, you are most welcome to our channel. In this lesson, we shall be discussing the detailed analysis of the dining table by Gbanabom Hallowell. The dining table talks about the negative effects of war on a country. During wartime, children are forced to leave school and become child soldiers. They are equally exposed to harsh and violent conditions as well as hunger and the outbreak of diseases. Let's now take a detailed analysis of the lines contained in the poem. Dinner tonight comes with gun wounds. Here, our poetic speaker tells us that war is very deceptive. The title of the poem, Dining Table, suggests there is going to be eating and drinking. However, our speaker uses vocabularies related to war. Just as the title is deceptive, the same way those who are motivated into war realize it's not a pleasurable event. Night is a time characterized by horror and fear. Our desert tongues lick the vegetables. Here, our poetic speaker paints a perfect image of the extent of hunger that people have to endure as a result of the war. Blood. The pepper, strong enough to push scorpion up our heads. Here, the desperation, dryness, and severe hunger makes people to eat food that makes them uncomfortable. Also, this line also hints on the degree of atrocities and the brutality that has been caused by the war. Guests look into the oceans of bowls as vegetables die on their tongue. Here, our poetic persona draws our attention to humanitarian aiders or peace ambassadors who are amazed by the great number of people searching for food during the time of war. The table that gathers us is an island where gorillas walk the land while crocodiles serve. Here again, our poetic speaker draws our attention to the deceptive dining table. Instead of eating and drinking, the table is rather a place full of danger and violence. One can even say it is the battlefield. Gorillas and crocodiles refers to the various war factions. They are presented to us as brutal and merciless. Children from Alphabeta with empty palms dine with us. Here, our poetic speaker draws our mind to the warring factions recruiting children as child soldiers. These innocent children who are supposed to be in school are now at the battlefield and not the playground. Switchblades in their eyes, silence in their voices. Here, our poetic speaker tells us how war has negatively affected the innocent children. This line reveals the aggression for vengeance which has been impacted into the growing child. They are being controlled by the leaders of the war factions, therefore silence in their voices since their opinions matter to no one. When the playground is emptied of children's toys, who needs roadblocks? Roadblocks are mounted by legal institutions to protect the rights of children. What this line simply means: what is the benefit of all the social institutions or agencies that are supposed to fight and protect the rights of children when these children are warriors themselves? The playground is empty as a result of the war. When the hours to drink from the cup of life takes. Here, our poetic persona draws a biblical allusion to indicate the time of death, since that is the price one has to pay in times of war. Cholera break a spell on cracked lips. Here again, our poetic speaker tells us that if one is not killed as a result of gun wounds, then one is likely to die as a result of the outbreak of diseases in times of war. Under the spilled milk of the moon, I promised to be a revolutionary. Here, our poetic persona seems to be a survivor of the war. After taking a look at the damages caused by the war, he promises to be an agent of peace. He wants a change devoid of gun wounds and blood. But my Nile, even without tributaries, come lazy upon its own Nile. What this line simply means is that our poetic speaker is uncertain or unsure if indeed he can fight for the cause of peace, since it is not going to be an easy task. On this night, reserved for lovers of fire, I'm full with a catch of gun wounds, and my boots have suddenly become too reluctant to walk me. After a period of involvement in the war, our poetic speaker has suffered gunshots, and as a result, he is too weak to walk. Thanks for watching today's video. Do enjoy the rest of our videos. You can also recommend a poem for us to analyze.